Hari Om, Namaskar to all of you. The Bhairava Yajnam at Mathur went off very well. Totally satisfying. I just wanted to share some experiences I had at the Yajnam spot. Lots of people, local people had come. Of course, our own people were also there from Hyderabad and Tamil Nadu and all the other places. A few could not come because of the cyclone passing across Chennai. So, of course, we prayed for everyone, including those who could not come there to the spot. So nothing much lost. Even people who could not see that day can very well watch the program on YouTube. Lots of people. Different types of questions. People were coming and prostrating me at that time. So many people asked me so many questions. I could not reply to them in detail because there was a lot of rush. Some of the questions I just want to share with you, which will give an insight as to how people look at life and how they react or how they act when we give a reply. One lady told me that, sir, in our community we are all very well off. I do not know which community she belongs to. She just said like that. In Tamil she said, Enga samugathila ellarum nalla irukum. Endha vidhamana kuravum illa engalukku. Ana enga pasanga ellarume engiyo irukanga. Avangalukku kalyanamum aayirukku. Ana ஒத்துமையா இருக்க மாட்டேங்கிறாங்க. நிறைய கேஸ்ல விவாகரத்து ஆயிடுச்சு. What she meant was, in our community we are all well off. All our kids are well settled in life. They are all married, but they are not together. And most of the cases, or at least many cases, results in divorce. She said, you please pray to Bhagavan that we all should be united. There should not be misunderstanding between young couples. See the noble thought. She did not ask anything for herself. She asked for her community. She is very much concerned. See, she feels. Of course, today something is not working out. Naturally, the best way out is divorce. There is no point in unnecessarily going on extending it. At some point of time, enough of nonsense. You can resettle in life. Probably there was some runam. So, then I asked her, இல்லம்மா நீங்கள் சொல்கிறீங்க அவங்களுக்கு சிலது இருக்கும் இல்லைங்களா, அவங்களுக்கு ஒத்து வரலையானுமோ, ஒத்து வராத போது அவங்க எப்படி இருக்க முடியும், சேர்ந்து இருக்க முடியும், வாழ்நாள் ஃபுல்லாக ஒத்து வராமல் சண்டை போட்டுகிட்டே இருக்கணுமே அப்படின்னு அவங்க நினைக்கிறாங்களோ என்னமோ. I said that no, probably certain things are not working out between them and they can't keep fighting and living life throughout. So they want to get separated. For which the female replied, எனக்கு புரியுது ஐயா, நீங்கள் சொல்கிறது எனக்கு புரியுது, இருந்தாலும் எனக்கு ரொம்ப வருத்தமாக இருக்கு. இந்த மாதிரி இளம் தம்பதியர்கள் பிரிஞ்சாங்கன்னா எனக்கு மனசுக்கு ரொம்ப கஷ்டமாக இருக்குது. எங்கள் சமூகத்தை சேர்ந்தவங்க இவ்வளோ நல்லா இருக்காங்க, இவ்வளோ நல்லவங்களாக இருக்காங்க, எவ்வளவோ சர்வீஸ் பண்ணுறாங்க, எவ்வளவோ சேவை செய்கிறாங்க. அவங்க வீட்டில் இந்த மாதிரி குழந்தைகள் இந்த மாதிரி ஆகக்கூடிய நேரத்தில் அதை பார்க்கச்சே எனக்கு ரொம்ப கஷ்டமாக இருக்கு. What she said was, yes, I agree with you. What you said is right. But the problem is, in our community, we do a lot of service, we do a lot of dana dharma, we do a lot of good things to the society. And when we find our children not being united, etc., it creates a lot of turmoil for me. See the kind of affinity she has towards her own circle of people. We learn many things from many people. We learn a lot. Okay. On one side, we find relatives fighting among themselves and they are trying to settle score against each other. They continue with that vengeance for many, many number of years. They are not able to forgive, forget and come out of it. They live in a lot of melancholy, sadness. They live in the dark. On another side, we find these type of people. She was a very normal villager. See her noble thought, her thought. How noble it is. She wants everybody to be united, to be together. That is something very beautiful. It touched my heart. There were some people who were saying that, ஐயா நான் கடைசி வரைக்கும் இந்த பொட்டும் பூவும் எனக்கு இருக்கணும். What she says is, she wants to be a Sumangali till the last and she should die before her husband. On the village side, they have a sentiment. The sentiment is the kumkum, the tradition. We always keep a kumkumam. We have the females keep flowers, married females. They consider it as auspicious. They consider it as a tribute to their husband. Of course, it's a school where they believe in that. Yes, of course, there are nowadays kids, they don't believe in all that. They don't keep flowers, they don't keep kumkum. I am not commenting about that, please remember. I am not coming into the personal choices or preferences of people. But what I say is, here, one type of females, what we find in the villages and rural areas, semi-urban areas, they still carry that thought that these things are the symbols and these symbols should always exist. The thali. They will not remove the thali. Once it is tied, it is always tied. And even if it has to be retied because the thread goes off, the husband does it. To that extent, they have affinity in that practices which they have been told by their elders. And they are very clear that they want to leave this world before their husband dies. Of course, it's not a matter of choice. It's choiceless. One has to go early and the other will follow. But see the kind of attachment and sentiment they have towards. Sometimes we have our own sentiment towards certain things. You cannot ask why you have a sentiment towards a particular thing. And you cannot say you cannot have sentiments. Okay. We have emotions, we have feelings, we have thoughts. So naturally there will be some sentiments here and there, certain things what we feel. Only when somebody does something to hurt our sentiment, then we feel otherwise and we give our version, we tell them, no, this is not the way you are supposed to. You may have a feeling, you may have a different opinion, a different school of thought, but you cannot be so boorish in expressing it openly where it hurts the sentiments of people who really believe in it. You may have a school, there is nothing wrong. You will have. But if you are very openly delivering it that this is only this way, there may be some people who may not agree with it. And it may hurt them. Okay. It's not a question of whether you should have a bottu or a thali or something to think deep about. the husband or the relationship, the divine relationship between husband and wife. It doesn't mean that the kids of today are not having that kind of a sentiment. But here the sentiment is also connected with a practice. Okay. Probably nowadays kids are shunning that practice, but the sentiment may continue. We don't know. That was one thing which I observed. Some were asking for the welfare of their children. They wanted their kids to study. That's a very normal thing. One gentleman, he found many people now using some cards or some books because they were just fanning themselves because there was not much air. It was very hot. That day it was quite hot. It was sultry. So that gentleman went all the way somewhere to Karaikudi. He took his car. He got a lot of that traditional fan type in palm leaves they make. So those things he got thousands and thousands, and he was silently giving it to many people. He found somebody asking for water, they were supplying. He just brought some small good RO water. He got some thousands of bottles. He got some small biscuit packets for kids. Automatically, this was going on. Nobody asked him to do. Please remember the first place. He on his own, when he saw something. Sometimes when we see something, we do on our own. We are not told that we should do it. Service is something like that. It comes to your mind that you can do this. Some service like this, some people were doing, some were helping people to, they were organizing, they were saying, please stand in the queue, please come here, please come there. Every person with total dedication. It's a teamwork. The teamwork and the concept of synergy, 1 + 1 is greater than 2 and not equal to 2. I could see that. All our kids, they wanted like anything. And public also joined. Some of them came forward. They were also doing service. Here and there some small incidents of otherwise may be there. It is very normal. It very normally happens. Food was being well taken care. Sarathi and his team, they cooked very well. They were offering food there. Every person was offered food. Okay. That's all. See, this is what we call Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. We are all one. Caste, creed, all these things are our own imagination. We must go beyond this caste and creed and we must serve the society. We are all more humans. All your other things come later. First, we are all humans. We are together. Unity in diversity. Yes, everybody is very unique. We are not different. We appreciate each other because we are very unique. Something very beautiful is there in you. And I appreciate it because that is something very unique to you. You appreciate me because there is something very unique in me. It's not a question of right, wrong, good, bad. Don't go into all that. Find out what is unique in that person. And think whether that can be imbibed or whether it is worth imbibing it. So that it will be beneficial not only to you, it will be beneficial to the society, it will be beneficial to the masses. One has to go beyond caste, creed, all these things. And we have to treat everybody as one. Of course, everybody is given a job and they do their work. So the work may differ. But we are all basically humans. Here I found that humanity among all our people, we were all mixing together very freely. Some did not know the language also. Many people came from Andhra. They don't know the language, Telangana. The people came, but still they could mix well with the locals. Locals could understand what other people were saying and they could understand what they were saying. And there was Totally no Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Everything is Swayam Vasudeva himself. Vasudeva exists in coexistence, in togetherness. That we could see there. That was very nice. It was very beautiful. The fire was wonderful. Of course, I have to do a lot of prayashittams, prayogams. That is a part of our game as a prayogi. We are going to do that. There was a lot of rishis, lot of munis, lot of beautiful aksharas. Lord graced the occasion in the best way possible. So many positive vibes, goodness all around, which will help us to keep ourselves very happy. Happiness is the key for anything. Even if you want to produce more, if you want to do more, happiness is the base. Positivity is the base. That we could see there. Lot of positive vibes. Lots and lots. And everybody had lot of generosity in mind. Even the persons who cannot afford came there. They gave 1 rupee, 10 rupees, 5 rupees. They wanted to participate. Such a big occasion is going on. And I was receiving it. I was taking it with my own hands. The kind of affinity they have. In fact, that was the first time people would have seen me in those places. Of course, I keep roaming in these places, but collectively, he is so and so. Probably people have seen me there. And suddenly that has come to them. Yes, we must be with this man. We must be with him. We must be with this wonderful venture. Something beautiful is happening. Let me be a part of it. That is wonderful. That thought itself is very good. To be with the goodness, to be with the good, to join. Sahana bhavatu, sahano bhunaktu, sahaviryam karavavahe. That's sahaviryam. Together to work for a common cause, for a common objective. With all that zeal and flavor, fervor. There was so much, so beautiful. Really, it was a very grand event. Both the days, Lord was very kind. He did not rain. Once Purnahuti was over, then there was rain. In fact, there was good rain. That was what I was told. So, the whole event was something fantastic. Very wonderful. Marthanda Bhairava Yajnam at Mathur was excellent. Very beautiful. I should thank all of you. Otherwise, this would not have been possible because this is a teamwork. The entire team worked like anything, day and night. Very nice. Thank you very much. Just wanted to have a casual talk. God bless you all. Bye.